So you've got your food, you've got your metal cups, you've got your metal dishes to cook them with, you've got your water purifiers, you've got all your MREs, you've got your food ration bars, you've got your 30-year shelf life buckets, whatever they may be. And you stock up for 6 months, you stock up for 8 months, you stock up for a year, you stock up for 2 years. But whatever you stock up for isn't enough. You end up eating more than you thought you would. The situation you're in lasts longer than you thought it would, and you run out of food. Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to prepare a meal? Do you know how to hunt for your food? Do you know what plants are edible? These things are going to end up being super important. Even if you have the food stocked up, most of the time when you are prepping and you're buying food, you buy a lot of the same stuff. And you buy a lot of it in bulk, and you're going to get tired of eating the same thing. Obviously, you're going to eat whatever you have available to you in that situation because you need to eat. So you're going to get hungry enough that no matter what's in front of you, as long as it's edible, as long as it's good for you, even if it's not good for you, your body's really not going to care. You're going to eat it. You could have the same meal over and over again, and you will eat it. But you're not going to enjoy it. But if you know how to hunt, if you can get squirrel, rabbit, deer, anything, any kind of meat, birds even, if you know how to cook it, then you're going to be able to freshen up your meals. You're going to be able to have new things. If you know what plants are edible, if you know what berries are edible, you can make soups. You can have salads. If you know how to make fruits and you stock up on something like sugar, you could make jam. You can do a lot of things with fruits. You can use them to garnish your dishes, stuff like that. But do you know how to cook? There's too many people that seem to just be relying on takeout food or delivery services now, or they've got somebody else cooking their food, or they come home and they make things like mac and cheese or ramen noodles or frozen dinners. They don't actually make themselves a real home-cooked meal, or they don't go out and hunt for their food. They don't know how to gut an animal, and they don't know what parts they should eat, what parts they shouldn't, things like that. They don't know how to cook meat. They don't know how to tell if it's safe to eat or not. They don't know how to tell how much they've cooked a meat. They don't know the difference between medium or well done or medium rare, things like that. And they don't know the differences between them. They don't know the proper way to cook. They don't know what temperature they need. They don't know what things to use with it. Cooking your food and being able to cook is going to be extremely important, especially if you run out of your food that you stock up on. If you have a bunch of MREs and whatever and you run out, you're going to have to start hunting and scavenging for food. So I would say that knowledge is going to be really important to have. Super great stuff to know how to do. If you don't have to try and learn how to cook in a situation like that, it's going to be a big help too. If you can learn how to do it now before that happens, good for you. You're going to be one step ahead yet again. It's something that probably doesn't apply to most people that watch my channel, but if you don't know how to cook, if you're not familiar with how to cook, if you don't know how to cook your meat, if you don't know how to butcher an animal, or if you don't know how to hunt, if you don't know how to gut and skin an animal, things like that, if you don't know how to scavenge, if you don't know what to look for, if you don't know how to tell if an animal is diseased and it's safe to eat, things like that, it's knowledge that you should try to learn now before it's a situation where you need to know it, and then you have to learn it when it's not really the best conditions to learn. But yeah, just a short video, sharing some thoughts. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you cook, or do you rely on somebody else to cook for you? And thank you for watching.